at Magnolia Table. They've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears offense will get first crack at it today. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that, big fella.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Knights offense will go to work for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. That pass not close as he got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the run, it's Washington. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. That's reeled in. It's Prentice. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Spins away from the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver with jet sweep pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bears are facing 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Since Scott Frost led UCF to that perfect season in 2017, it's been a circuitous path. Not necessarily happy, but he's trying to bring back the magic to UCF.
Yeah, bring back the magic, the excitement. Just there's always so much talent. Jesse, we've called game there for years. Like, so much talent and speed in the state of Florida. And on that roster, it's just about putting it together.
I mean, they were hitting New Year's Six bowl games, it seemed like, year after year when Scott Frost was there last time at the helm. So it's about finding the diamonds in the rough inside the state of Florida and developing that. But they're going to do well in the portal. Now they're in the Big 12. Scott Frost back at UCF. What do you think about that?
Caught over the middle. It's Wade. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Knights are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Hughes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Jackson will throw. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Knights! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. With the catch, it's Prentice. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Going deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. The defense, they better check themselves.
The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He got it. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Peterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Montgomery. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look
throw to the end zone, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. Gonna try to get it himself. Past the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to pop the draw. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Snags it over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to make magic with his feet. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Grab near the marker is Hawkins. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Knights! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now facing a third and long. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Prentice. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to throw, it's Robertson. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Prentice. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to pass. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cameron. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They'll run the option. The offense coughs it up. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jumped on top of the pile.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bears are threatening in the red zone. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Ineligible receiver. Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Knights want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On target to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's Montgomery. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man, it's Burke. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st, out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.